sharp.
So Dee, thanks so much for coming. This is Dee Miller. She's come all the way from the Twin Cities to be here. Yeah, St. Paul, to be here tonight. And we've been talking about what healing with the blues is all about and how people know that blues is a healer. But Dee, tell me what it means to you when you think about blues being a healer.
I grew up in a dysfunctional family, and I grew up along the railroad tracks. And the train would go by my bedroom, and it would shake. My father was a railroad man, but he was an abusive alcoholic. But I learned at a young age I could walk those railroad tracks, and I would emulate the people I was hearing on the radio. So it started at an early age with the Beatles, of course. I tried to sing anything by the Beatles, and then when I heard Aretha Franklin, well, then my world blew up. And
she has that effect.
it just blew me away. So I tried to sing Aretha Franklin, and then I started to hear Lydia Prince out of Cold Blood, out of Oakland, California. So these people affected me, and then when Bonnie Raitt came on the scene, and I was only 17, this woman not only sang the blues, but she played steel slide guitar.
Big influence on me, too.
And it just blew up my world.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I don't have to be any certain color to sing the blues.
That's right.
And it broke a barrier for me.
That's right.
So it just resonated in my heart, and I thought, this is what I want to do. And so I started out at 18, 19 years old. I was in a band called the Minnesota Barking Ducks when I was 21 years old. And I got married in a church called Jesus People Church in Minneapolis. And they said, you can't sing the blues anymore. It's not uplifting to the Lord.
Oh, that's interesting.
And
it's the devil's music, right?
Well, it was, and that's what they told me. And you know what? I am a Christian, and I do love the Lord. And I know, I mean, I do know that. But when you're young, you just listen to the church, and they said, you know, come sing for us. So I gave up singing the blues for 13 years. I had my kids. I got married. I mean, it was all good. I mean, I wouldn't change any of that. But the band that I was in at the time, the leader said, well, you'll be back because it's in you, and you will be back. He was right. So when my kids were a little old enough, I had to go back to the blues. You know, we're all God's children, and we all get the blues. To me, God understands the blues because we're His children. So
to me, it's like meeting somebody where they're at.
Absolutely.
And instead of trying to make them go to a level that they're not ready for. Right. And so you sort of get this feeling of being in community with the people who are having that same issue that you're singing about.
Well, with the blues, we all have the same issues. We're all human beings, and we all get the blues. So to me, it didn't make any sense that it wasn't uplifting to the Lord. God made us, we're His children, and He understands us. So He knows we get the blues. So to me, when I got back into it, there were certain songs I used to sing that I just got rid of them because they were sexually, you know.
Right.
I still do You Can Have My Husband, just don't mess with my man. But to me, that's a fun song.
Yeah, there's funny blues too. I mean, I do a song that's a Mose Allison tune called Your Mind Is on Vacation, but Your Mouth is Working Overtime, which is a great song.
It is. I mean, the blues is life.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
exactly.
Life. The blues is the most real American form of music, and everything came after the blues. Jazz.
Yep.
And rock and roll.
Everything else is the fruit, but blues is the root.
It's all from the blues, so that's why I'm honored to sing it.
And you were saying earlier too that you're bringing what is going on in your life to the blues, to the songs, so that you can work out what's going on with you, with your gift that you're sharing with everybody when
I
you're
think
singing.
that's with every musician.
Yeah.
Any singer, any musician.
Right.
That's why they play. They wouldn't play just for a paycheck, because the paycheck's not really there. it is because
Yeah.
it's a spiritual release.
That's
and
right. Yeah.
you have to release it somehow. So if and people tell you you're gifted, then you have to start
Right.
to listen to that.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to really accept my voice.
Yep.
And accept that I was an okay singer. People go, "Oh, you're amazing," this and that, and I go,
Yeah.
"It's just my voice. It's just me."
Had that do that
yeah,
too.
You know,
Yeah.
But that's how it is, you
Yeah.
know. Unless there are people who are full of themselves and
Yeah.
they can't get enough of themselves.
Yeah.
And I know a few of them, and that's fine. But that's not me. I'm always humbled and I'm always honored to be able to get up and sing and meet new musicians. It's a lifestyle. It's not for everybody, but it's a lifestyle that you're called to because it is a gift that
Yeah.
God has given you. So,
Well, I thank you so much for being with us here in Iowa, finally stopping in
loved it.
Iowa.
yeah, instead of driving right through.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. Thanks again.